Hello friends, today I am going to deal with multiple choice questions based on three-dimensional concepts of English tense. The first concept is time, second one is aspect and third one is mood. In English, there are three kinds of time: past time, present time, and future time. Here we will see some MCQs based on time. The first MCQ is the word tense comes from the dash. A option is Latin word tempus. B option is Greek word hamartia. C option is Italian word sonetto, and D option is none of the above. The correct answer is Latin word tempus. Here is one proverb from Latin language: tempus neminem manet, means time waits for no one. Here the word tempus is used as time. Next MCQ is, what does the word tempus mean in English? A option is talent, B option is time, C option is target, and D option is tense. The correct answer is B option, time. Tempus means time. Next MCQ is, tense is three-dimensional concept with dash. A option is talent, ability, and manner. B option is time, aspect, and mood. C option is target, achievement, and matter. And D option is tension, association, and moral. The correct answer is B option, time, aspect, and mood. In English, there are three kinds of tense, three kinds of time. First one is past time, second one is present time, and third one is future time. In English, there are four kinds of aspect. First one is simple aspect, second one is perfect aspect, third one is progressive aspect, and fourth one is a combination of perfect and progressive. So it is called as a perfect progressive aspect. In English, there are three kinds of mood. The first one is imperative mood, second one is indicative mood, and third one is subjunctive mood. Now some MCQs based on aspects. The first MCQ is, English has two aspectual contrast dash. A option is present time and past time. B option is indicative and imperative. C option is perfective and progressive, and D option is none of the above. The correct answer is C option, perfective and progressive aspects. Here is a table, and with the help of table we can understand perfective aspect and progressive aspect. In perfective aspect we have plus has and verb in a third form. So here is an example: has fallen in present tense, had fallen in past tense. Progressive aspect is also called as continuous aspect, and its form or structure is am, is, are plus verb in a ing form. So here is example: is following in present tense and was following in past tense. So in English there are two main aspects. First one is a perfective aspect and second one is a progressive aspect, and it is also called as a continuous aspect. Next MCQ is, how many main aspects are there in English? A option is 1, B option is 2, C option is 3, and D option is 4. And correct answer is B option 2. Means English has two main aspects. Number 1 is a perfective aspect and number 2 is a progressive aspect. Aspect is a term used to describe the state of verb action as beginning, in progress, or completed. In many languages, the term aspect and tense are closely interwoven with each other. The next MCQ is, which aspect used in the following sentence? Sachin has bought a new car. A option is perfective aspect, B option is progressive aspect, C option is indefinite aspect, D option is perfect progressive aspect, and the correct answer is the perfective aspect. The next MCQ is, identify aspect used in the following sentence. We are watching a movie. A option is perfective aspect, B option is a progressive aspect, D option is a indefinite aspect, and D option is perfect progressive aspect. And the correct answer is B option, progressive aspect, because in this tense we get a structure, that is am is are plus verb in a ing form. Here is an example: we are watching a movie. Here are and watching, are is a form of a to be, and here verb in a ing form, watching. So here are some examples. I am working now. It is also example of a progressive aspect. It is raining, cats and dogs. Third one is we are watching a movie. All these three examples are in a progressive aspect. Now some MCQs based on third dimension, that is mood. Which of the following is or are mood or moods in English? A option is indicative mood, B option is imperative mood, C option is subjunctive mood, and D option is all of the above. The correct answer is D option, all of the above. In English, there are three main kinds of mood: indicative mood, imperative mood, and subjunctive mood. The next question is, identify the mood in a sentence. Please pass the salt to me. A option is indicative mood, B option is imperative mood, C option is subjunctive mood, and D option is interrogative mood. And the correct answer is B option, imperative mood. Imperative mood is used to give orders, commands, instructions, to make request, and it is also used to extend some signal permission. The next MCQ is, identify the mood in a sentence. I wish she were here. A option is indicative mood, B option is imperative mood, C option is subjunctive mood, and D option is interrogative mood. And the correct answer is B option, subjunctive mood. with the help of a subjunctive mood, we can express wish. Here, I wish she or he were here. At the same time, with the subjunctive mood, we can express the contrary statement to fact. Here is example. If he were here, we could play tennis. The next MCQ is, which kind of mood used in the following sentence? Ostrich cannot fly. A option is indicative mood, B option is imperative mood, C option is subjunctive mood, and D option is none of the above. And the correct answer is A option, indicative mood. Indicative mood is used to express an assertion, denial, or a question. Here is one example. Have you finished your homework? Second example is ostriches cannot fly. Means here in this particular sentence we can get the indicative kind of a mood. With this, I would like to say thank you.